Hi, Angie here. Right, so the last video I did for you was of this card where I'd used my Cosmic Shimmer Pixie powders and water, and then I used my black distress inside my folder, then put my paper through, and this was the result. It's called it's a blackout technique. So today I'm going to show you a different type of blackout technique using my Oxides. I'm just going to go with a Kitsch Flamingo and a Salvaged Patina and a black distress ink. So basically I've got my brushes. Again, I'm going to use the same embossing folder because it's super pretty. I'm going to make a smaller one this time though. This card blank itself is 15 by 17.5 centimeters, and then I'm going to put a matte layer on there which is 12.5 by 15 centimeters, and the topper 11 by 13.5 centimeters. Keep it neat and small. So what I'm going to do this time, I'm just going to spritz my card very, very lightly, literally just a dusting, just to loosen the fibres of the card. I'm going to find a nice spot that I'd like to have on my picture. I'm going to keep that as a central flower, I think. So I'm going to put it there in my embossing folder, and I'm going to run that through my machine. Okay. So we now have an embossed image. Right, so this time, let me just give that a quick drying. Because I don't want my oxides to run or anything like that, so give it a quick dry. That's it. This time on the deboss side, the side that sinks in, that's your emboss, that's your deboss. On the back, if you like, the deboss side, I'm going to add some colour using my blending brushes to that flower and try and push it into that deboss as much as you can. So you probably will have to go in quite heavy-handed to get the colour into those recesses. Doesn't want to go down there, it just wants to sit on top. But try and push your colour in there. That's it. Move your brush around as well, so use the sides and get a little bit of that colour in those recesses. That's it. Doesn't matter if you go over the edges, that's going to get covered up anyway. Probably do with a proper stencil brush for doing this, a nice stiff one. So that's that, and there's another little flat bit of a flower there, so I'll do that one as well. Try and push that ink right in. Little perishers don't want to fill in easy, that's for sure. And that. And then I'm going to use this lovely patina for my leaves. Just say, try and push that colour right into those recesses. Yeah, looks a mess, right? But not to worry, because what happens next is amazing, actually. So next, with your black distress ink, I'm going to use a bit of paper on this to hold it, because I end up getting filthy fingers if I don't. I just grab a bit of paper or something. Anything that's a bit of scrap metal will do. Right. Using your pad, keep it flat obviously, and just stroke lightly over the top. Until you get a good coverage, so that all your white spaces become black. And you just keep repeating this until you've got your full black coverage. Try not to push the ink into the recesses of your flowers or your leaves. It'll pick up the detail on the surfaces of them, and it looks beautiful when it's done. You're going to get a little bit in there, here and there. Some pieces are not quite as deep as others. So you see where I'm at with it. Pretty old one. And it just pulls that detail. It reminds me of old-fashioned wallpaper, actually. Let's have a look. Let's do this side. See how we get on this side as well. Obviously, the juicier your pad, the better. I think this kind of pad, because it's a solid pad, is better anyway. I think a spongy pad might dip into your where you don't want it, into where your colours are. So you just keep going until you've filled all your white spaces. Keeping your pad as flat as you can. There. I mean, yeah, it's gone in a couple of places, and it will do that, but it all adds to the effect. Now look at that. Isn't that just lush? Let me just wipe that off there. We don't want that mess. Now I'm going to blow. I'm just going to give this a quick blowing over, because I don't want it to be distressing if it stays quite damp for a while. Just dry that off so I don't transfer it onto my fingers and then everywhere else. It's a lovely quick technique, super effective. Now that, yeah, that's definitely dry now. Let's try and bend it back into normal shape. Yeah, that's dry now, so it's now not transferring onto my hands. So then I'm going to attach that to there. I'm using my Anitas Tacky glue. Put plenty on because it's raised on this side. I want it to make sure it meets the card. Or should I say the mat? Right, that's it. And it can go on there like that. Actually, maybe I should have done white then black. Never mind, but let's see where it goes anyway. Make sure that sticks down these flat areas. Hard to get it to press down because say it's bumpy underneath because you're working on the deboss rather than the emboss, so the emboss side's against the mat and it wants to push it up. Good pressing down. I wish I'd have done white around there now actually, but you can do that with yours. Maybe I'll put a little frame on it or something. That bit should now stick down quite nicely. Can go onto there. Make sure we are level. I think we are. Now, I think I've got a bit of frame somewhere. Amongst my stash of rubbish, got some frames and things that are cut here. Might cut a bit down and add that on maybe. There's one. One's black, that's no good. I'll cut this down and add that on. So that's what I've got now, and I'm thinking if I cut this frame down and just add that in there, glue that to that, yeah, I think that would look pretty, don't you? I shall do that. So I need to cut at that point there. I wasn't expecting to do this, wasn't part of my plan. Always try and use up my bits of frames that are left over. that one there. And then will that fit on there? Okay. Let's glue this one down, it will make it easier. In fact, I'm just going to put the glue around there because I think that would be even easier still. It can go on there like that. It can go down there like that. Bring it to the edge of the card. Just makes it pop off a bit more, doesn't it? And then this side, if I can match that to that. Not there. Stick that bit down. And this bit, which is super skinny, but will do the job. That bit's slightly oval. Again, a little bit of glue there. That'll dry clear, so it don't matter if it's slightly over. Would have been so much easier to just cut another mat out, wouldn't it? A white mat, but never mind. We live and learn. Like that. How's that? That makes it look a lot prettier, don't it? An extra bit around it. Possibly, how about a little bow? There maybe. Yeah. I think down the bottom there will look nice. The hot glue. Stick on a little bow. Cut the tails down a little bit. And there you have it. Beautiful blackout card. Simple, quite quick, when you're not faffing around with extra frames like I just did. But elegant all the same. Okay, thank you for watching again. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.